Hello, guys. I'm back. Um, Jesus, I'm trying to delete some stuff now. It's kind of weird. No, I know why. That makes me mad. I knew that wasn't my people, and I was trying not to add them without making them show themselves on camera, but unfortunately, that didn't turn out that way. So, show themselves on camera, but I also am trying to erase the community post that I had because that's not the lie we want people to come to now. Good. So I got rid of that. I do have the drone video up for Too Tall Rob. It's on my community tab for the drawing. Okay, so I want to add this stream to the community tab now because maybe that may. No, not that one. That's the one we got rid of. Why is it saying I'm live? Wait a minute. I thought that's the one we got rid of. Give me a one if you can. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hey, Amanda, I know I've been up too early. And now I just got. Oh, jeez. I want to make sure this is a different panel because I just got porn bombs. Well, not even porn bombed. I just got somebody show their ugly part bomb. Is this showing up as a new panel, guys? Or is it showing up as the same panel? Is it like a new panel? Because to me it looks like it's the same panel. And I changed that one to private for now. Let me see. I'm trying to look on my YouTube page. I'm not trying to ignore y'all. So it says want a panel live. This looks like a new one? Okay, so it's a new one. Maybe I can see it because I put it on private. Maybe that's why I can see it. Okay. So I think this. Oh, PD. Did you say PDF was live? I didn't know that.
There
If
you are.
yeah, so it's
Yeah,
showing up
you
as a
got.
new panel. Good.
Yeah,
I
Amy.
I
Yeah, Amy. You've got a new panel rolling, and
good.
you just marked the other video private, which I'm not sure.
I can erase it. I mean, I
Yeah.
just put it on private because that was the quickest thing I could get to.
Let me finish. Look,
Hmm.
if you put it private, I think you can still get community. When I live stream and then I do private afterwards, sometimes I've gotten a strike.
Okay, well, I'm gonna just erase it because it's not that.
Yeah,
I won't rid of it. I I just rather delete it and be done with it.
yeah.
So,
Yeah,
huh?
and I'll always do a head check, but it looks like Fuckleberry just went and showed some pictures of some naughty stuff. And
I was going to, and I accidentally hit the wrong button. I knew that wasn't my friend because my friend doesn't even know how to use StreamYards. But I want and his name was Jody something, I think.
uh,
And I think he was really showing his shit. I'm still trying to figure out how to delete this. There it is.
go,
Delete. I got it. I
go.
got it. Gone.
All
Gone.
right.
Hey PDF. Hey everybody. Thank you for coming back, guys. I'm sorry that happened. I hope you guys didn't see nothing. I really don't think nobody did. But you know, for now, so now everybody's gonna have to verify on camera. But I knew that I was trying to make that person verify, but I accidentally hit the wrong button. But anyway, we're gonna move past that. We're gonna get to positive stuff, like the fact that we got everybody back in here with us. Just about not everybody, but some
Get
people.
back
We
to my
got
apple fritter.
yeah, but we got Miss Amanda's in here now, and we've got Teddy's in here. We got PDF. We got Ashley, and Sir Carl's back with us, and Becky O's back. She's cooking breakfast. She'll come back on panel later, probably. Anybody else want to come on panel? I'm going to drop the link right here. And yeah, I did. Hey, Caitlin. Yeah, I woke up and I just couldn't fall back asleep. So I said I might as well see if anybody wants to talk. So here we are. Here we are. Hey Sam, you know that person come on here trying to act like they were you. You got some kind of enemies out there, girl? I knew that wasn't you though, because I know you don't know how to work StreamYards. Hey T. Hey Todd. So that was some bullshit. But it's over with, so we're not gonna harp on that. We're gonna talk about some positive things. Like apple fritters. Hey PDF. Why don't you come up on panel? Hey Sprints, glad you came back. Leo Watcher, I'm glad everybody came back. I'm glad those of you that just joining us that you're here. And yeah, we were just some people that were up early and we were bored and we thought we'd come together and panel. So here we are. And now here's Rob. Okay, thank you, Rob. Okay. If that had been anybody else coming in twice, I'd have been like, hell no. But he showed his face anyway. Thank you, Rob.
Yeah, that's my studio or the bedroom.
Okay, PDF showing his dog. I know his
Yeah.
dog, so. Hey. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning. Still cloudy here. No sunshine.
Yeah, it's raining as always. As always. Every day. Is that
They
making
want
you
to go.
feel? Is it making you feel tired, PDF? It's making us all feel so tired.
Yeah, I'm tired of just getting wet. I got to go out in this stuff every day.
Oh, well, I don't do that shit.
I don't get to,
I
I don't
tried.
get to just sit around. But for those who do, there's nothing better than sleeping on a rainy day, I have to admit.
Yeah, it is nice, but I would like to be productive too, you know. I mean, I get up early, but then I get sleepy early.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get some potassium in you, girl.
Yeah, it could be my arthritis bothering me
That's,
too. So I do need some potassium.
good morning, old man.
What's happening? I got to walk out and check the mail in the front yard. You see, my wet vac took a dump. It died on me the other day when I was trying to clean an AC unit in the rain with my umbrella, and it shorted out. So, but I got the unit running, so they were happy at least. It cost me a wet vac because I was out in the rain working. See, it's raining right now, actually.
Here too.
I think the sunshine just starting to break here.
And I've
I gotta
got
go
to
out here and walk around to make sure none of the ex-cops dropped any poison in my yard. So I have to walk around outside every morning, up and down the road, to make sure they ain't
You
tried to
got
poison
babies.
my dog again.
You got babies. You got to. My yard is a mess because I just had a guy do it, and then the rain came, and now it's wet, so I can't call him to do it.
Yeah.
Not till it starts raining.
These people actually admitted to doing it, pretty much. The ex-cop that lives down the road from me. But I think they dumped it down here that day because I found the bag, and my neighbor's dog got
Farmer,
too.
they got some. They got some. If you look online for a trail camera that is infrared, night vision.
So long.
Yeah, I'm sure they got all that stuff.
All that stuff costs
I
money.
work on a low budget.
$50 a cam's a hell of a price.
I got this on my dirt road.
A cam and probably
$20
for memory card. That ain't much.
Hey, $20 is a bag of cat food, Rob.
Oh damn, you down to 20s, huh? Ooh.
Well, no, I have to conserve. I'm old, dude. I don't know where my next dollar's coming from. I'm 59 years old almost, dude. I just don't get to buy toys too much, you know.
Yeah.
I'm lucky to have a phone. They take
Unfortunately,
everything. Hey,
Yeah,
when they've
that's-
taken everything you got.
yeah.
Monthly allowance, and I got my little hustles, and I go with that.
I was going to
I do
say
too, bro.
PDF has reasons why he's not, he would be in a way better shape had he not had problems with the government over a plant.
And I have two people to take care of too, Rob, not just me. So I have to
Yeah.
worry about someone else, you know.
Yeah.
And plus my critters, you know what I mean? So, we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, and I really don't think it's going to be good. So if I don't waste too much, well, I don't have it to waste anymore. But if I did have it, and when I did, I never wasted. I was never one to go.
No, I mean, we're talking trail cameras over whiskey. I don't think it's really wasted money. I mean, you
I
might
don't
need some-
drink alcohol. You guys sit there and smoke all day long. Makes me so jealous and envious. I mean, I went to fucking federal prison for smoking, and now I get to watch everybody smoke, and they'll sell it to me if I can afford to buy it. So,
It's not people where I'm at. This just looks like a joint. That's all I gotta say. You think I'm
Yeah,
smoking?
I know that's CBD. CBD's legal, but yeah, it's just I'm saying though, I don't get to indulge the way
Yeah. I'll be vaping off of tobacco pen.
I have to have money for medical problems when they arrive.
Yeah,
I don't have insurance. You know what I mean? People have insurance. I don't have any of that. I never have in my life, so, and,
well, I
it's just-
tell you
it is
what.
what it is. Hey, I'm lucky
got
though,
ins-
dude. Check it out.
I've
I
got
own-
insurance. I've got VA benefits, and ain't neither
glad
one
for
of
you.
them worth fucking having.
Hey, check it out. I own from way up there, all the way up there by that telephone pole, way up there. I own all the way down to the mailboxes way down there.
That's a beautiful thing.
I own all that land right there. It's all mine.
How many acres?
And it's 4.02 acres on a dead end dirt road in the middle of nowhere with one neighbor who's pretty cool. I like him, and I got another neighbor down the road that I really don't know, but they're pretty cool because I don't know them. So But,
That's my style right there.
I'm out here walking around in a robe with slippers on. See my slippers?
Yeah.
And there's nobody around, there's just me. So I'm luckier than most people, even though I don't get to have a lot of things that a lot of people have. I have a lot of things that a lot of people will never have. And I have to
like
be
that
happy with that.
land. I love that land.
How many people, I'm almost 60, but how many people wish they owned their own property? And this ain't my first
Me.
That other layout button.
Me?
Huh?
I wish I owned my own
Can
property
you hit
like
the other
that.
layout button, Amy?
So I'm lucky, I got it made compared to what a lot of people have. And I still try to help everybody I can because that's what I do. That's what I've always done. I got deer walking around in my yard and, well, I planted these trees right here 10 years ago. I planted all these cedar trees right here. I planted that one. I planted this one. These three here, they're not really cedar trees. I don't know what they are. They're a really cool tree, though. They got like a fan type of leaf. I don't know. I don't know what they're called, but it's a really cool one. I planted all of them. I planted that big old thing right there about 10 years ago. I planted all these. This big one up here, I got to cut down. I planted it too, and now I got to cut it down, this big one right here, because it's growing right up on my power line. So I got to cut the center out of this one. But I said, well, you know what's really cool? I can make a walking stick out of it. Check this out.
That power line on is that power line on your property, or is it on the utility
It's on my property. It's on my property, but that's my wire going to my house right there. And I don't want it.
Yeah,
it's almost touching.
I think that's your. I think that's your tree trimming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some
Well,
of that
they'll
other
cut it
stuff
for
you
me.
can pawn off on the company. Some of it.
Yeah. Well, I'll cut it down and make a walking stick out of it. I mean, that's a couple of walking sticks right there. Probably 4 or 5 up in there with handles on them. You know what I mean? That's the hard part, getting a tree with a handle. So I don't feel bad about cutting
Yep.
that thing down. I planted all this bamboo right here. It's like a variegated bamboo. When this stuff takes over,
Tell you what,
there's
you ought to
nothing.
get your handsaw. You should get your handsaw and go out to some of that storm damage and all that shit down on the ground ready to harvest. It's green and you can even flex and bend it and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't get the storm here. I got my back roof of my porch blew off, but other than that, we didn't really get no damage.
Right.
My back porch flew
I'm
apart.
sorry. Those of you that have channels, you can drop your links and drop everybody else's links. And Carl, that's the correct PayPal. I put it in there. I'm not asking for money, but that is the correct PayPal. Just so people know. I don't know why the one on my About page don't work.
Yeah, see, I got to come out here and check around, make sure
When a cat.
nobody put nothing out here that
That's
is
sad,
detrimental.
but I'm so glad you're out there checking.
I do it every day. I've been doing it every day for a long time. I expected it long ago. It just took them about 2 years before they actually did it.
Wow.
Then they came out there and admitted to it.
Hey, Golden State fan. Yeah. Hey, Sprinks, Miranda. Who else am I missing? Golden State fan.
There shouldn't be plastic bags laying out here at all. Where do they come from?
Makes you wonder.
You know what I mean? I don't.
Yeah. You had a hurricane in the area. You had a hurricane in the area. One could have drifted in, but then again, somebody could be out passing out rotten, tainted hamburger, you know?
Oh, yeah. Like I say, I come out here every day, and I'm constantly picking stuff up every day because I don't want nothing laying there. Come on, you guys. Let's go. Kee.
Yeah. If I had situations like that, I'd be having a fucking trail cam. Either that or I'd fucking talk to the police and tell them, hey, y'all need to get your surveillance.
Get in here. He trying to chase them. Come on, let's go.
But then again, the police, yeah, they're really happy to serve.
Oh, they wouldn't serve me if they had to. They wouldn't serve me. They'd serve me dead.
I tell you another way to get a trail cam out there is talk to the game warden, tell them you got somebody out there illegally hunting. They'll get a camera out there real quick and monitor it.
Hey, Rob. Hey, remember? You forget.
Your legal enforcement.
But that's the last person I'm putting a camera on my shit.
Rob, you forget. I'm the one that put the game warden on camera parked at a place where they weren't supposed to be parked, allowing people to weigh in fish that weren't legal and put them in trouble. So they don't like me either. So, yeah, that counts that out. Just saying.
Bye, Leo Watcher. Thank you for being here. Hey, CJ Hardy. Hey, Springs. Everybody.
As Amanda found out, they don't like people that keep them in check. You see what they do to people.
Retaliation.
Look what they did to Amanda. I mean, how in the hell can anybody justify just the little things that they did to Amanda, like following her around, knowing that's going to intimidate a young female, you know, a car lurking. Care. You know what I mean? The things that they do, it's just out of control. And
they pulled her over with her baby in the car.
And research why they act the way they act. It's because they're trained to be warriors with a warrior mentality. And if you research warrior mentality, modern day, it's really scary that our police force are being trained to be warriors rather than protectors. See what I'm saying? It's anybody can be a warrior. Anybody can get a whole bunch of people, hide in the bushes, and then all rush out with weapons and attack. Anyone can be a warrior. A protector, not anyone can be. And that's the problem. Our police departments are training the police to be warriors instead of protectors. My opinion, but hey, prove me wrong.
And they see us all as the enemy.
That's what a warrior is trained to do.
Right.
That's exactly what a warrior is.
Them. Yes.
They're trained to be able to go into any.
And there's no way we could ever be telling the truth in their mind. It's impossible.
Well, every situation you go in, you're supposed to come out winning. It don't matter what the situation is, whether it's a little kid chewing gum at a park and it says no gum, they're going to attack like a warrior and come out and win. They're not over there as a protector to say, hey, look, you're going to drop your gum. And we can't, here, throw it away. Nope. They rush in, attack, give you a ticket, take you to jail, and then they leave as the winner. That's a warrior. A protector is going to go in and say, hey, I'm here to protect the bubble gum from the kid because he's going to spit it out and someone's going to step in it, whatever. Let's get rid of that gum properly and you can go on about your day. That's a protector. You know what I'm saying? So you can't have a society that's being run by warriors because we're all their enemy then. Yes. But that's what our police are trained to do, to be warriors, to make the people the enemy of the police, and they won't change.
And people say they need more training. No, they need different.
They're getting worse. They're getting worse.
Not more they're training. Getting worse. Different. I know they are. They're coming out worse. A lot of them are. Just like that one in that video. He told me he wanted to speak logically, and then he asked me, let's talk logic. And then he said, how would you feel if you were sitting there having a drink and somebody came by and videoed? I said, sir, let me tell you, you're talking about feelings. I deal with law, not feelings.
Well, how comes I feel that way every time I go anywhere? I'm under a camera.
How come I feel that anytime that I'm constantly being policed? I don't think we as a society need to be policed. We don't need to be pulled over all the time for bullshit.
Wear a camera.
I agree.
Especially if you're an official. If you're working for the government, every move you should make should be on camera. Because if I work at, like I always say, if I work at a restaurant and I'm hungry, I'm going to steal a piece of bacon. Well, that's human nature. We're all that way. You can't say you're not. You're not going to starve to death. You're going to eat that piece of bacon, whether you're allowed to or not. Same way in politicians, if they're around billions of dollars, they're going to eat a piece of bacon. But they're not around bacon, so they're going to be doing the billions of dollars. So everything has to be 100% visible. I don't know how you're going to do that. But.
I can't think of a restaurant I didn't work at that they didn't give a free meal, except for when I worked at Hardee's for a little bit.
Yeah, them are the old days, Rob. That was 100 years ago.
To the pigs?
Oh, I mean.
They probably still get free meals. The pigs probably do. I know the place I was at, they have some special arrangement with them because you can tell by the way they like to put the tables on the sidewalk, and they had an official Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office no trespass sign on the outside of a private bar. Why? Why? That don't make no sense to me. That's the same sign I see at the police stations and stuff. I've never seen on any other private business around here. And they have.
What's the sign say again?
It just is a no trespassing
what
sign.
Does the sign?
It's an official no trespassing Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office sign, and it was out on that bar that we were outside of that night videoing.
Did y'all watch Piggy Man Audit's video?
No.
Where else bar was that posted?
It was posted on the outside wall of the bar, or the front of it. You can see it in the video, just barely. I tried to show it on there, but
Do you know the definition of trespassing?
No, hang on.
But I wasn't trespassing. I
Let
never
me
went
get this
inside that
right.
place.
So
They
let
never
me
brought
ask
the
you this.
sign
Now, let
up.
me get this clear. Let me get this clear, can I?
Mm-hmm.
So you got the face of a restaurant, right? You got sidewalk. There's the front of the restaurant. Right there by the door, somewhere in front of the building, on the front fascia of the building, is the sign posted somewhere
Yes, it was at the
on the
front
building.
of the building on the right side, on the right corner, top of the building. It wasn't like right by the door. It was on the front of the building, on the right side of the door, but all the way up in the corner wall, all the way up to by the corner of the
What
building.
the
But it
fuck?
wasn't. Yeah, but they didn't say nothing to me about trespassing or the sign. I noticed the sign, because I don't understand why
You
that sign
should,
was there.
yeah. What I
Go
would
back.
do is I would
You're
take
misinterpreting.
a
You're
picture of
misinterpreting.
that, and I would go to the city manager. That's the one, or the mayor's office. And
No, you got to look up the
say, what the fuck
definition
is
of the
this?
word trespassing, Rob. You're not understanding this. Florida trespassing is different than everywhere else. Florida has the most draconian trespassing laws in the whole United States. People don't understand the definition of the word trespassing. Of course, there's no trespassing. That means showing up there to do something illegal. You're not allowed to do that. It doesn't say that you're not allowed to go there. You're not allowed to go there with malicious intent, knowing.
What Amy was saying is that not only is it a no trespassing sign, but it has the business logo of the sheriff's department upon it, on a private business.
Yes, and a statue too.
That's open to public.
Right. It looks weird to me. It looks suspicious.
Now,
it looks like corruption to me.
Look up the statute on that sign that's posted.
You want to know how it works in Florida? I know a lot about trespassing, y'all. You might not think I do, but
no, I know you
real
do.
Good if you look at the statute. The sign.
No, you got to know Florida trespassing law. If you don't know Florida trespassing law, you don't know nothing about trespassing in Florida.
Yeah, go ahead, PDF.
Well,
the way it's set up in Florida, these police officers, they go to these rural areas, these small little stores where they say a lot of crime and criminals hang out, mostly black neighborhoods where the black people go and frequent and hang out outside and talk to their friends. The police set up a deal with the stores, and they can show up and trespass anybody they want to at any time. They see you on the property, they can go over and say, get off the property, you're trespassing. They have a standing deal with the store owners in Florida. I've researched it multiple times, and it's a way to harass the inner city people, the black people, of course,
Amy,
and trespass them from merely standing outside of a store anytime the cop wants to. They actually gave one, took him to jail because his tire was actually on the white line of the store, and he was parked next to the store. So the trespassing in Florida, they can actually trespass you from the whole state legally in Florida. Only Florida.
My
Amy.
HOA has an agreement with the police that they could come in and trespass people. Okay, go ahead, Rob.
I was going to say that those trespassing signs statute that's posted to it, is there a chance you can pull out that picture and look at the statute that's on it?
I have to look at the video and see.
It don't even matter in Florida. They can trespass you just because they think you're a troublemaker. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. Any private store or business can trespass anybody they want. They can trespass you, Rob. And you ain't never have to go there just because they want to. If everybody in Mayo decides to trespass to call Rob, you would be trespassing. There's nothing. You ain't even got to be in the state.
You're talking about a personal verbal trespass warning. You know, we're talking about signage when you have signage posted, trespassing signs, there's supposed to be an ordinance attached with it.
Not in Florida.
That's the way those work. I mean,
It's a public business,
well,
right?
I mean, I don't know
It's a
about
bar.
Florida, but
It's a bar,
what I know,
right?
what I know is Missouri law is what I studied.
Yeah.
And when it comes to
Yeah.
signages and laws enforced, when you post a sign and it enforces a law, it is supposed to include the ordinance or the law statute numbers. So when you have that no trespassing sign on that building, the statute is what it's enforcing. What you're
Is that
talking
public
about,
or
Former,
private?
is when somebody files a personal trespass on somebody.
Yeah, but are you talking about public or private businesses? Are you talking about like government, or are you talking about like a bar, like she's talking about?
I'm just curious as why the bar has a official sheriff's trespass sign on it. That's what I don't understand, and that's what I'm going to look into. They never even mentioned trespass to me. Okay, I never even went inside that place. Never once.
Trespassing.
All I did was
Trespassing
walk
means
by and video the bar from the outside, and some fat man started saying, "Why are you videoing me?" And I was even he wasn't even in my frame. I hadn't even seen him until he said something to me. So I walked up
That's
to him.
what I was saying, rather than go to the, what I was saying is rather than going to the law enforcement, go to the city manager or the mayor's office and ask them about the signage.
They called the police, not me. I wasn't doing an audit. I was just walking by trying to show people some scenery of a damn bar that I thought looked cool. I was actually I hadn't had a drink since November. I don't really drink. It just is not something I like. Occasionally I like a margarita or two with a nice meal. But I thought that bar was so cute, the way half of it was inside and half of it was outside. I was going to tell the girls after we walked around, why don't we stop by here and just have a drink? And that's not something I usually even do. But we didn't do that because as we were walking by the place, they tripped out. Even though I keep hearing comment after comment that we were all drunk in that video, none of us had nothing to drink. We don't drink. None of us, I mean, I'm not saying we never have a drink, but none of us are drinkers per se.
Sometimes you have a few girls carrying on and they look like they're having a great time and people just perceive them as being intoxicated.
I guess so.
Well, like I said, in Florida, the trespassing laws are totally different. You can put up a sign that says anything you want. I don't care what you.
I'm just curious as to why that.
Except for in Punta Gorda, you can't have the word "fuck" on a sign.
Yeah,
in Punta Gorda. But we did, and they never charged none of us.
Good.
That ain't good. We wanted to talk. We wanted it.
I know, so we could fight it.
Well, the next day, the next day, and every day since then, they gave what's his name a ticket every day for $200. The day before we got there, and the day that's selective enforcement, isn't it?
Yeah, but that.
Hey, have you guys seen Piggy Man videos? Piggy Man Audits video?
I don't think so.
Unbelievable.
Are you reading?
How about John Felix? Have you watched John Felix's last video?
I don't know. I've been, the last couple of days, I've been trying not to watch audits. Sometimes I have to not watch audits.
These weren't audits. These aren't audits.
Sometimes I just have to separate myself a little bit because I have to take care of my mental health.
Has anybody in the chat?
Audits.
Has anybody in the chat? It's the funniest video you'll ever watch. It's the funniest video you'll ever watch. Anybody in the chat seen John Felix video? Good. That way you didn't see me. So don't go watch it.
Oh, I want to see it, PDF.
No, fuck no. You don't get to watch it. You missed it. I'm marking it. I'm privatizing it.
I have to take a break sometimes because I watch them all the time, and
Hey, John Felix. Put out a video.
What it's like being in this.
Hey, check this out, Amy. I know.
It's like a 4-hour thing. You never know
this
when
is
you're going to get
funniest.
a call or a text, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot more than making videos, and you know that because you're a real activist. Anybody that's a real activist understands that this is.
If you want to laugh, y'all, if y'all want to laugh and you want to see me acting a fool,
I do. That would be fun.
no, you don't get to see it. Everybody but you.
Play
You didn't
it on
watch.
here. You can play it on here now. You know how, don't
No,
you?
no. You got to go to John Felix's and you got to leave a comment and say PDF sent you.
Okay. Well, then he'll think I just found this channel or something. My God, I've been watching John Felix forever. He's gonna think I'm some newbie or something. Like I just woke up yesterday.
You should have been there. Hey, I walked up there with a sign that said, I walked around the whole town that day with a sign saying, "Who is Navin Johnson?" Nobody knew.
I wanted to go PDF, but it's far.
So I walk into the commissioners meeting just as Ybor Rob was in there giving his speech, and he stands up and he's all serious. He's like, "My name's Ybor Rob, and I'm addicted to marijuana." And it was funny as hell. I missed all this. I was outside being slapped around at the time. So by the time I got in there with my sign that said, "Who is Navin Johnson?" and nobody knew, the commissioners, all the people sitting there, none of them knew. Hell, John Felix didn't even know who Navin Johnson was. He's our friendly troll that follows us around out here. So I had a sign for him. Of course, I had to try to, promote my trolls and all, you know what I mean? So nobody knew who Navin Johnson was. So I turned the sign around and it said, "Fuck you," in big letters, bright red letters. So I told everybody in the commissioners in the meeting, all, "Fuck you, fuck this, fuck that, fuck a whole lot of shit." And I went off. But if you want to see me bugging out, John Felix's video.
I will watch it. I'm excited to watch it. Thank you for dropping the link.
It's pretty funny. It is pretty fun, I have to admit. I just go off like that on purpose. It's something they needed to hear, I felt. The worst part is it wasn't it wasn't even the right commissioner meeting, but hey, I was there anyhow. So,
Oh, well.
It was fucking hilarious.
Hey, CJ,
it's pretty
thanks
funny.
for the super chat. Appreciate
it. It was funny. Hey, you got to show your ass every once in a while in the world. You know what I mean?
Hey, you're doing it for the right reasons.
Well, yeah, the guy trespassed. We got trespassed from the courthouse that morning. Every one of us. For a whole year. I tried to get a lifetime ban, but they wouldn't give it to me. So I got to come back next year and get another one.
I guess so. That's funny.
I told them I'll see them next year. I'll be back for my next trespass in the morning. I got a date next year to go back down there.
Well, maybe next year I can go.
All right.
We'll see.
Now, see, that's kind of nice, though. I mean, if you get a no trespassing sign and they give you a ticket, you can't go to court. They're going to have to come to you.
Oh, no, they told me. I asked them about that. They said, no, they got a way to collect the money from us. Don't worry. They got a way.
Zoom call.
We can send them the money. They can collect the money, but we just can't walk.
No, they give me, if they tell you what, just for poops and giggles, you got your no trespass there, go back and get you a ticket. And when they have you come, you tell the clerk, I can't come to you. Y'all got to come to me, and take it to fucking trial and have them have a fucking trial out to city court.
They'll lift the trespass for you to come to court. They'll make exceptions. They'll make exceptions even for you to come to a public meeting sometimes.
They won't give me a ticket. I tried.
Now, let me tell you a story here. Back in Missouri about 20 years. Yeah. Let's see. No, not 20. That was back in the 85. No.
Whenever. Let's go.
Back in the early 90s. In the early 90s, a friend of mine. In the early 90s, a friend of mine, disabled, she got a possession charge. She had to come to court that was not handicap accessible. cold fucking wet winter day, shit coming down, throwing and blowing, salt on the sidewalks. She made the court come down the steps and outside and have court. And she took it to trial. They sit there and put it off for 30 days for trial. It was worse up with the day of trial.
Go me down. This dog
But
abuses me.
anyway, she got the possession charges. You know, that shit stuck in the trial. But she sued the court and prevailed for their failure to handicap accessible her court appearance. She won big. She got, 6 months for the possession charge and a fine. But she got like $150,000 for fucking unaccessible handicap courtroom.
That's what Blind Justice was trying.
I was just going to
Whatever
say,
happened with that?
hashtag justice for blind justice. Fuck the
I heard
police
that.
and the crooked judges.
Free Eric Brandt too.
Now,
Fuck the police.
now, ever since her day in court, every time you go to town, the police look the other way. It's kind of nice, though, we'd be rolling dirty as fuck through there. Like, that's kind of nice. The police fucking avoid us. Like, be sure we take the van with the handicap tag on it.
Oh Lord, that's scary. I
Back
don't want
to
to
the-
be riding dirty.
Back to the Florida thing.
Huh?
If y'all haven't been to Piggy Man Audits videos, I don't know if y'all can find his link, but he's got a video out there that he just put out there. Well, two of the body cams that he got, they got my driver's license number on the body cam. They released it as public information. So my driver's license and everything's all over the internet now. I don't know if that's legal or not. Especially when I was, especially when I'm the victim in this thing too. So, and I have evidence to prove it. Okay. So, but they won't take my evidence. They won't take a phone call from me. I tried to file my complaint. They won't accept it. So then Piggy Man Audits went and got the telephone call, the 911, I guess the call to the police department. He's got a recording of that. If you can go to Piggy Man Audits video, you'll see it, where they actually are on the phone and they're telling the lady on the phone just to tell us that they're going to send someone to talk to us, but don't send no one to talk to us and don't talk to us. We have the video of that. That's against the law. And the one guy's like, well, I thought we were just going to send a watchman out to talk to them. And that's what we wanted. We wanted, because that's the law. They're supposed to do this.
Right.
Piggy Man got the video of the 911 call
Okay.
on his page of them saying exactly what I just said, which is a violation of the law.
I will
You know,
watch
you-
Stir Lake
so-
duty.
Please go to Piggy Man's and subscribe to him. He's a little channel. His health is
I
really
don't
bad.
care.
This
I will
man-
watch him.
Hey, this
Camel
man is laying in
size
a
don't
hospital
matter to
bed,
me.
God damn.
and
What
he's
matters to
filing
me
for
is what-
records. Hey, check this out. Now he's in a hospital bed, fucking literally dying, and he's filing for records for us. He's filing for body cams. He's filing for phone number calls, and he's getting them. And now, he's the one laying there sicker than hell, doing all this work. So please go to find Piggy Man Audits page and he only got like 500 subscribers, but he needs a lot of people to subscribe to him, and people out here need to start promoting each other more, especially when there's someone like that laying in a hospital bed getting records for us. You know what I mean? He ain't making nothing out of that. He don't get one dime, and nobody promotes these guys.
I understand.
I try to
didn't
promote
know
everything.
about him. I didn't know PDF, but I will.
But that's why I'm here. That's why I'm
Thank
here to
you.
tell you about him.
And
That's
I
why I'm here to
appreciate
say, hey, this is Florida. If you guys want to stand up for this, this is Florida. We got it. Just because we don't make no money, none of us up here in North Florida make any
I
money.
don't make made
We're
no
not.
money. You
So
think I make
when
money? I just now got
no,
monetized and
I'm
I
not
don't make
saying you
nothing.
made money.
I
I'm saying
Jesus. If I was in this
we
for the
are the
money,
ones.
I'd be a fool.
We're the ones that need to help promote our state if we want to change what's going on. If we don't want to change what's going on, don't promote what's happening and just go make money. That's my point. I am, and you and the rest of us aren't making money doing this. We're doing this to help our state. And in
Right.
order to do that, we must promote each other and show each other channels. That's all I'm trying to say. I've been saying it for
Okay.
11 years out here. I've
And
been
I
saying the same
still
story.
nobody
This
can
ain't
even
new.
find his link. But if somebody finds it, please share it. But you know me, I support everybody, and you know everybody can drop links on my channel. I mean, on my page, on my
I
channel.
know. That's why I'm telling you that, because I know you care. I wouldn't be in
I
any other
do
channel telling anybody this,
care.
because
Yes,
that's why. And you will help. I know you will. And
that's
you don't make
all.
money. And that's
Yeah,
my point.
I mean, well, you know, I'm
You're doing
starting.
it for the right
Yeah,
reason.
right. I'm starting to get. You know, I just got monetized, but I haven't like actually gotten it paid yet. And you got to make
Oh, shit.
$100 to even get paid, and I'm nowhere near $100. I never
Hey, one
started this
day.
for money. In fact, it's
Yep.
costing me money. But I do this because it's the right thing to do, I think.
Exactly.
And
If
those
we
of
were in
us,
it for the money, we'd be making puppy dogs and fucking pet videos, because that's where the money's at.
yeah,
Getting puppy dogs. You know what I mean?
we be doing something. Hey, new guru. Hey, James.
But people,
Yeah, and I put a lot. I mean, I put a lot of my time into this. I know I don't make a lot of videos per se, but I put a lot of my time into this. A lot of it, and
and you share. That's why I tell you, because you share the links. You share the people. You're
I
not,
do all day
and that's
long. I
the part I
share
like.
links. I sit there and you share them all day. We both do, and I'm
And
just
that's why I'm
hoping
saying we're doing it for the right
that
reason.
somebody
We're
will
not in it.
see something somewhere that at least get them thinking. They don't even have to. And all the links I share, I don't even agree with. I just want to get people thinking. I want to get people researching. I want people to start seeing shit. You know, that's why I
Well,
do
that's
what
the
I do.
thing. We didn't start this for making money. A lot of people say, "Oh, you guys are just doing it for the money." I don't
We
know
can
how
see
many
through the
times we
ones
hear
that
that shit.
are.
Well,
Me,
we don't
can't.
though.
But there are a few that do, and we can see through those ones. We can see the ones that are. We know who's about it.
Yeah, but you got to remember this. Some of the ones that are will have lawyers in 3 different states. You making money? Hell, you costing you shit.
Look, I'm
Yeah,
not mad
there
at
ain't
if
no
people
money
make
there.
money. If people make money, they deserve to make money at this. This is hard
You
work,
better. You
you
better.
know.
You're going to need lawyers in 3 different
Thank
states.
you, thank you.
If you ain't making money, you're screwed.
I'm saying I take offense with people that start this with the intent of making money. I do not
Yes,
take
yeah, I
offense
don't
with
know.
people making money doing this. I don't take offense with people getting lawsuits even. I take offense to people starting this thinking this is a way to make money, because it's not. It's supposed to be about activism. If you wind up breaking even or making some extra money, beautiful, because damn it, it's hard work.
You know what I see? I see the people that review other people's stuff.
That's
They
who
make
makes the
more
money.
money. They
That's who
make
makes the
more money
money.
than the people that are making the stuff. And I'm thinking, how can that be? But it is. It's the way it
It
is.
is.
If you want to make money, just review other people's videos, their music videos, whatever you pick, and you can make money. That's not what most of us are here for. And that's the part I like about the people
That's
that I
why I
got to
like
know.
it. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
the
I like
people,
about the people I
and
like.
it's a lot of us. I mean, but the
And
people in
they,
Florida to me are so special that it's like a good family,
yeah,
you
I
know.
know.
And when you
Shoot.
tell one person, they tell the next one, and the next thing you know, everybody in Florida's hooked up with
Well,
Piggy Man Audit. You know what I mean?
sometimes I feel like a stepchild, you know. Sometimes I do. I really do. In the Florida crew, sometimes I do. Not with you. Not with you. You feel like a damn brother to me, but
Yeah,
some
but
other ones.
if you would have came to Lake County or
Mm.
Punta Gorda and got with the whole crew like that, you would
Yeah,
feel different. They're so
you know, I've been with the crew before, and I will go when it's close enough and I get invited. But you know,
yeah.
you
It's
know,
when the cameras turn off is when we have fun. You know what I mean? We're
Yeah,
adult
that's what
talking
I
normal.
hate. That like when
That's
you
what
were
we
here,
like. We, you know,
I wanted us to get to go out to eat and stuff when you were here, and the other people were here, and I thought we were all gonna go out to dinner. I wanted to do that. I wanted to break
hey,
bread.
a guy in Punta Gorda bought every one of everybody's food that day. The one guy that worked at the restaurant we went to. I
That's
missed the
cool.
lunch. I didn't
I
get to
don't need
eat because
nobody to buy my food. I just want them to sit down and eat with me.
no, he insisted. He insisted.
I mean,
I
that's
didn't get to
fun
eat because
too.
I had to go get Maddie's motorcycle. So by the time I got back, somebody done ate my cheeseburger I ordered. I was like, oh well,
Oh,
I'll get
damn
something
it,
done
man.
later.
I love
Yeah.
cheeseburgers now.
Hey, I got to ride Maddie's motorcycle. That was better than eating.
Probably was. I would rather. Yeah, I would rather.
I could do without a cheeseburger. I got to ride. I ain't rode in a long time, so that
Hey,
was
we
fun.
got News Now South Florida in the house. How you doing, buddy? It's been a while.
There he is.
Speaking of him, I can't say he treated me like a stepchild because he actually I did my
Damn,
first
why you
audits
treat her
with
like
him.
a stepchild? News Now
No,
South
I said
Florida.
I can't say he did. I cannot. He actually took me to do my first
Defend
audit.
yourself. Yeah.
No, he did.
Yeah,
he did. Him and Lee Watch, but I don't know whatever happened to Lee Watch. Hey, Cato. Am I saying it right? It's been so long since I've seen you. I forgot how to pronounce your name right. News Now said he seen you the other day. Yeah, we're gonna hook up again one day. News Now South Florida, definitely. Yes, definitely. And speaking of good
I want to
hosting,
go do some fun stuff. I want to have some fun. I want to go around.
Just hang
Florida's
out.
hopping, man. You know, we could make some fun videos.
Right.
That people love to see too.
That's
So,
like when me and Sam and Amanda, when we were together and we just went to that park and stuff, that shit was just fun. And then it was fun when we were walking around that night until the people at the bar started that shit with us. We were not auditing. We were just doing scenery, you know? But people
I usually do news stories.
But people have to fucking start shit just because we were videoing in public, you know?
Well, look what happens to me. I get spray painted and all kinds of shit.
I know. And I know. People be trying to. Oh.
Hey, I just walked up to that crowd that day and that dude tried to hit me. You know what I mean? I just walked up there. I wasn't even part of that fucking circle jerk that was going on.
I know. You don't have to be sometimes to get drugged into stuff that has nothing to
No,
do with
I'm always the smallest guy in the crowd, so I'm the first one they reach out and try to slap.
That shit. What, they think because you're small? What does that mean? They think that means you can't fight?
They don't think I'll defend myself, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. That don't mean shit. Oh, man.
Yeah, but they're definitely way out of control down there in Charlotte County. Them videos that are out, they just show.
Ian's in
it
prison.
shows them breaking law after law. I mean, how can they keep getting away with this shit?
Because they put Ian in prison.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he wasn't, the nicest person in the world, but I don't believe he did all that shit they said he did.
Hey, he did some screwed up shit, but either way, he didn't deserve that kind of time. But either way, that's another thing. That guy pushes people till they do stupid shit like that. Well, he couldn't push me. I stepped back one time. But what they're doing and allowing to happen down there is against the law. There's laws against what they're doing.
I know.
They think because everybody in that county, not everybody, but the majority of the people that live in that area are either retired military or ex-police of some sorts. That's that whole community down there. That's Charlotte County.
As far as
you get down there to Naples. Naples is home of the super rich. People like Judge Judy have houses in Naples. So that's that area down there.
I would check my state laws to make sure about the pepper spray. Just to make sure. And also I'd check the age. I think you would need to at least be 18 to have pepper spray. I'm not sure though, because it's a self-defense tool. Maybe not. So I would look into the law is what I would do. Don't take nobody's word. Look at it yourself. You know how to research. I said check my state laws. Check your state laws. Okay?
But laws don't matter. They're not going by the law.
I know.
You know, if
but
you had a law
if
that the
somebody's
police would
asked,
follow,
I know, but
huh?
if somebody asks you, can I carry pepper spray? What would you answer them? Wouldn't you answer them, check your state laws, or would you say, yeah, go ahead and carry pepper spray? No, I'm going to tell them to do research themselves and make their decision based on the law and their research.
Yeah.
I can't.
Well, like I said, just
again,
because it's the law, don't mean that they're gonna
I
not arrest
know.
you, throw
That's
you into
true.
jail.
Videoing shouldn't ever be against the law, but it doesn't mean people don't get arrested for that. I mean, so.
Hey, a guy just got $290,000 lawsuit out there in Loveland, that same place that they beat up that old lady. He just won a $290,000 lawsuit because the cops cuffed and stuffed him because he wouldn't answer their questions. He said, "I don't have to talk to you." They said, "Yes, you do." He said, "No, I don't. I have my constitutional rights." So they cuffed and stuffed him.
Not surprised.
He just collected $290,000.
Good for him.
I love it. I love it. It was all on video. Yeah.
I know people that do, Caitlin. You know, a lawsuit. I mean, I hate that the taxpayers have to pay it, but it happens, and I would want to get paid if that happened to me, and I would definitely hope to make case law.
The taxpayers should change who they're voting into their positions if they don't like paying lawsuits. Get people that'll follow the law. You know what I mean?
Yeah, crazy.
I mean, look at our district attorney. They voted him in, didn't they? The one that's in jail for stealing $1 million from the homeless guy and his mom. Family affair.
Probably.
He's in federal jail waiting to go to court over there in Jacksonville right now.
Yeah, that's where I'm from.
That's our district attorney. That's our DA, the head DA of 7 counties.
Sad.
Taking bribes.
Not surprised though. I mean, it's corruption, and that's why the law doesn't keep you from going to jail, but it may possibly save you getting charged with something or not being able. Knowing your rights could save you not getting. It could help you beat your case, okay, and it could also help you. Oh Jesus! By knowing things like what not to do, like not to talk and not to let them search your vehicle, you know. And then if you have to go to jail, you have to go to jail, but at least you have something to stand on. But it doesn't mean you're not going to go to jail.
James Jacobson, yeah, still fighting his false arrest for filming a police car.
I understand. That's another thing. We're taking a huge risk by videoing, even though it's legal. You're taking a risk. You're taking a risk of going to jail. And a lot of people don't understand that. They think it's all fun and games, but it's not. No, not when you wind up in jail. Not when you have a case to fight. And it's not easy to get a lawyer to do a civil lawsuit. Now, Amanda's found one in Florida that doesn't seem to be afraid, but most of them are afraid to take on the police. So it's not as easy as people think sometimes. So, and hell, they could kill us even if they wanted to. They could say the phone looked like the camera or the phone looked like a gun. You know,
that's why it pisses me off when people say, "Oh, you're doing it for the money." That shit pisses me off. It really does. You know what I mean? Because even look how much a lawyer's going to cost. And unless you get injured with some real injuries, they'll say, well, what are the damages? Because when you're suing somebody, you're suing basically for damages.
You have
to prove, if they didn't rip your arm off and beat you with the bloody end, there's really no damage. You know what I mean? If they hurt your feelings,
yeah, but you can, under 1983 Declaration of Rights.
Yeah, everybody says that, but how many cases can you find that have went through the courts where they won with that? Try to find a case recent.
I haven't researched it, to be honest with you.
The one I talked about yesterday that just got $290,000 lawsuit out there in Loveland. Well, they injured that guy. They tased him. They had him on the ground. His shoulder was messed up. They injured him. That's why he won that $290,000. If they don't actually injure you, you might get 50, 60 grand if you fight it for 2 years. Well, hell, you could have went to work, probably make that much money picking up fucking cans. Like, I mean, it's just, there's no money there. And when they say, oh, they're doing it for the money, that really irritates me. It does, because I see what people make. I know what they do. I know what goes out. Like you said, I don't care how much you make. You'll be lucky to get some of the money that you've spent back in the next year or two from what you're doing. You know what I mean? 1 month you might make $40. 1 month you might make 100. But if you're not out there every day doing it, hitting it hard, you're not going to make no money. And I don't want to live like that. I go out when I go out, but I'm not going to go do it every single day. Just can't. It's too emotionally fucking.
It's hard. It's hard. It is. And then here with this rain, it's been difficult. And like I said, I just believe that even if you're not out there actively auditing, I still believe there's a lot of people that are involved deeply in this community that are doing a lot of work for nothing. I know I have been for years, and I'm honored to do that work. I'm honored to mud for people.
But I'm worried about what they're going to do to you. And they're not going to follow the law. They're going to trump some shit up. They're going to just try to run you through hell to scare you, to get you to stop doing it or slow you down. That's the fear I have for everybody that goes out with a camera. I used to tell everybody to do it. It's more or less now, probably it's not good to go outside with a camera. You probably really don't want to do that.
Yeah, but we can't back down. I can't let them win. I can't.
And the more people like you that do this, well, hopefully it'll bring a new person and a new person.
That's what I'm hoping, because I'm not always able to do it. I wish I was able to do it more. So yeah, the more the merrier. And like I say, we need everybody, and not just for filming. We need people that do other things, people that make phone calls, that do records requests, that.
Does anybody see it strange that most people out here have health issues? Hey, does it seem strange that most of us have health problems and we're still trying? People that are healthy.
It's crazy. Yeah, like the man in bed. Yeah. Like
I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, we do. I know. A lot of us do. Yes. I know. But yeah, we still try to. There's days that I don't go because I know if I got arrested, I don't feel like going to jail. I'm just too sick to go to jail. I might feel like I could film that day, but then I say, well, damn, but if they put me in jail, I'm just not able really today, and it's really rough, but sometimes that's how it is.
Yeah.
Yet we still get out there and try when we can. And then what makes me mad is people that are younger than us and that are healthier than us, and people that have better equipment than us, go sit there and waste their time making fun of us instead of getting out there trying to help us, or at least trying to help us. They could be editing for us. They could be doing all kinds of things for us. They have the stuff to do it. Instead, they sit there wasting their time joking and making fun of us. And that makes me mad, because they could be doing good.
Well, I fear if they're making fun of me, they're leaving you alone.
Thank God. So far they have. But if they'll will one day. I mean, they do. Oh, well, it comes with the territory. I understand that.
I usually have 15 thumbs down everywhere I go. So if you end up with 15 thumbs down today, it's not directed towards
okay. I have trolls too, it just comes with the territory. It just comes with territory, You just don't take it personal. I know.
I look outside. I don't see nobody out there, so I guess it's all right.
Yeah, it's all right. If they are, and if there is somebody, how many, and can we take them?
If they're out there, they're getting a mosquito bit right now, because I'll tell you what, the mosquitoes are rough.
I bet all this rain in my yard. I showed it earlier. It's so tall, but how can I call the guy to do it when it's raining every day? And I just had him do it like I don't think it's been a month. But anyway, I don't mind having it done again. But I just don't see how to get it done in the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah. The rose bush is looking good though. But eventually I'm afraid it's going to have too much rain and it's going to die from that. Yeah, I actually spent Auditor's Lounge. That's Commander's channel. He's got a good stream. I haven't been there in a while. I've never seen him live.
But he was out there a couple times last week.
Really? Good, Sam. It's about time. So yeah, okay. So it's only been a couple weeks, right, since I had the yard done. Well, the grass is grown on up, Sam, but it's wet out there. But yeah, you better bring your ass here today, and you better hurry up before it starts raining. Because I don't want to hear that. Because I told her if she waits till it stop raining, she'll never get to come back because it rains every day.
Hey, the wind blew my back porch down.
Damn it, man.
My roof.
That's a good thing you know how to do roofs.
Yeah.
Like you feel like getting up there. And you can't get up there in the rain. I guess
Get
you
back.
could, but I'd be scared.
Hey, the cats don't like it too much. The outback cats. So here's my outback. This is the roof. It used to be up there.
Uh-oh. Oops.
And there's one of the outback cats. This is one of the
Outback
wildcat
cat. That's funny.
Well, see, these cats out here aren't allowed out front.
I understand.
I don't know why. So I have wildcats that live out there. And I got the front door cat, the front porch cats. But they fight if they get around each other. They're not allowed to.
I understand. My mom has a front porch cat and a backyard cat. And she has a house cat, and then she has her bedroom only cat. Because of reasons like that, they fight. But unfortunately, the front yard one, it took the one that's in the back now. It's supposed to be in the front, but the one I let come up there, I started feeding. She took over the front porch, and I hate it. She's ran off my mom's older cat to the backyard, and I feel bad about it.
There's a wild one.
Hey,
there's a wild one. You see that one? That's a wild cat.
I see. Hey, baby. Hey, pretty kitty. Hey, you beautiful kitty.
You don't like humans at all.
Oh,
she got food. The food should be there.
I love cats. Bye, Eminem. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. This has been a fun chat.
Not my cats.
Yeah.
If you go and look hashtag not my cats.
Cats just come up sometimes. That's what I was telling my husband the other night. I said, years ago when I was young, I think I was like 4, we got our first cat. And after that, they just came to us. We never ever went and got another cat. After that, we were giving cats away to people because ours were like having cats. And back then, it wasn't so easy to get them fixed, you know. Now it's fairly easy to get a cat fixed. So they were just multiplied. Well,
hey, you go to the vet up here, they charge you $250 to fix a damn cat.
That is expensive.
Yeah. You go down the road, it's $5. Tallahassee.
Yeah, they would just multiply, and we'd have to find homes for them. But and then we had one that had 6 toes, which was so cute. And then it started mating with the neighbors' cats, and then it became a mess. We had cats with up to 14 toes, and then the neighbors were getting mad at us. But those cats were really rare. It's kind of weird when they start getting that many.
Isn't that the Ernest Hemingway cats in Key West had extra toes or something? Wasn't?
Yeah, something like that. It was a situation like that, but it happened to me and my family. It started with one with 6. One of ours just came out with 6 one time, and then he started breeding with other ones, and then they would breed, and then he would breed with those babies. It just became a mess. And then all the neighborhood cats got in on it, and then the toes started multiplying. But then later on, I did hear about the Ernest Hemingway story, but I had no idea at the time. I was just a child. I didn't know nothing about that. I just know what was happening in my life. But ours was named Grumpy.
I think it's a breed. I think
He
it's a
was-
certain breed of cat.
Yeah, ours was named Grumpy. He was a cool cat, but he was grumpy, and that's why that was his name. He was named after a Care Bear, Grumpy.
Oh wow, Caitlin has an English bull mastiff. I love the bull mastiffs.
Mm.
Like a mastiff, big old giant head, gentle
Hey,
giants.
Two Waters, how are you? Thank you guys for joining us. I appreciate you being here. We're just chilling. I woke up early and couldn't go back to sleep, and I will regret it later, because later I'll get tired early.
I'll tell you what, if Charlotte County gets away with what they're doing down there, we might as well all pack our shit and head south of the border.
Well, we're gonna, it's gonna have to be a revisit, and you know what? It's probably gonna have to be actually a smaller group. Maybe they were scared to mess with y'all because there were so many of you, which I know that's riskier.
Oh no, there's lawsuits being filed already.
Well,
that shit's going to go to the Florida Supreme Court. That's the only way to get this straight.
Well,
there's got to be people filing suit. You know, well, there's a guy down there, several of them down there that have been being abused for a long time. And they're the ones that have got cases, major cases, not counting what they did the other day. I mean, if any attorney looks at that 911 call that Piggy Man got out there, that proves they denied service. How many times have we said, they said that if someone calls, they have to show up, but not if it's us. But not us. They said it on the phone, the 911 call that they got a copy of. Piggy Man Videos got it out there. You can listen to it. That's them talking, saying they're refusing us service. Tell us someone's coming, but don't send nobody. They don't care. They're not going to talk to us. They won't accept any of the charges we want to file. They won't talk to us, period. How is that legal? How's that legal, though?
It's not. And I'm trying to tell you, Amanda's lawyer works all of Florida, and she's not afraid. So if anybody's got a case, they need to look Amanda, put her information or email Amanda at actoramandaproductions@gmail.com, and she will give you the lawyer's information. And she says she is not afraid of cops. And she
we've reached out already. We've reached out to several, and that's a good idea. I don't know if they will or not. That'd be a great idea.
Might be different, though.
Yeah,
she may be different, and that's why I'm encouraging it, because I think she's
there's
different.
so many things that were wrong that day down there. There were so many violations of the law down there that day against us. That
she doesn't like corruption either, and she doesn't, and she likes auditors too.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying though, if the general public doesn't wake up soon, it's too late.
I know.
And it don't look like they're going to wake up. It really don't. No matter what the government does to the people, they just accept it. That's a scary thought.
A lot of times they beg for more.
That sucks.
I know.
Abuse me some more, please.
Take some more of my money.
Take my money, please. Let me pay higher taxes. You need a raise. Let me give you some more money. I'm thinking Belize might be a good place to go fishing for about 10 years. You ever heard of Belize?
Yeah. Yes,
go up in the mountains. It ain't safe up in the mountains. There might be cannibals up in there. I don't know, but stay by the beach.
I don't know, man. I know a guy from that country.
Really? I always heard it was a cool place. I don't know.
Yeah.
Heard it's good fishing. I could see going fishing for about
Sam, you still in the chat? You know a guy from Belize, don't you?
Hey, I could see taking 10 years and going fishing. Costa Rica, that sounds like a good, cool place. Where's that at? I don't know. Anything's getting better than here because, I say, it ain't gonna be long. Now they got a booster out there. They want to stab in your arm. What? A booster? Hell, I ain't had the first one. I don't want the booster. That's for sure. If you got to have a booster now, there's something wrong with the first one.
they told the people on the cards not to laminate them, and they left the extra lines on there for boosters. I've seen one of them cards.
Show your papers.
And it says report card on it. It says vaccine report card, like you a child,
Yeah.
like you were a good little citizen.
Oof,
you sure do,
scary.
Sam. I thought so. I don't. Yep.
One after another. Is that like that song? One bourbon, one shot, one beer. Taking shots one after another.
I guess so. Yeah. Crazy. I don't want that shit.
Yeah, I seen George and ZZ Top in I think it was in Jacksonville actually.
ZZ Top and who?
It was George Thorogood, ZZ Top.
I've never seen it. I seen Guns N' Roses in Jacksonville, but it wasn't the whole group. It was just Axl when he had other bandmates. Now the whole group went back together. But now they perform in only big stadiums, and I don't like big stadium concerts. I like small venues. But I've seen a lot of things down here. I've seen the Moody Blues down here at the Seminole, and I've seen Ann Wilson here, and I've seen Eric Clapton, but he acted like he was half asleep. He's coming back, but I don't know if I want to go see him. He acted too sleepy. Like he didn't want to be there. I know he's old, okay, but damn, if I want to pay, I don't know. And I seen my Prayer League. I met them, and they're coming back. And last time I met them afterwards, took pictures with them. But I've lost a lot of weight since then, so I would like to meet them again and take new pictures with them. But they were real nice. And when they found out my name was Amy, and I told them, that song's been sung to me all my life. Amy, what you want to do? You know. So,
you know who met a lot of famous people. Too Tall Rob. Too Tall Rob was a radio personality long ago.
Really?
People don't know that. Yeah, and he met a lot of famous people in bands.
I've met quite a few too, and Sam, she's met a few with me. I've got a knack for it. I met some. Just the last concert I went to, I met some. They were from Jacksonville. They were just called. I don't know. They weren't that big of a band, but I mean, I've met a lot, pretty good bit. And when I was young, I did promotions at a radio station. I wanted to be a DJ. I don't know why, being that I hate my voice, and I'm not good at speaking. I don't know why I thought I wanted to be a DJ. I guess because I love the music so much, and you really didn't have to talk that much. And back then I was real self-conscious. So I knew people wouldn't see me. They would just hear me. Does that make sense? Now I don't give a damn if people like the way I look or not. But back then I was young. But I did promotions, but I just interned. I didn't get paid. I've been volunteering for years, Jesus. But I was, interning so I could learn how to do promotions, like how to promote. So I met some people through that too. Like some rappers and stuff, because that's what kind of radio station it was.
Yeah, Too Tall. He was a radio guy.
That's cool. Yeah.
You ask him about it sometime. He'll tell you he was a radio. He met a lot of things.
And my husband, he went to a lot of concerts when he was young, and
if you ain't got Too Tall Rob, y'all subscribe to the Too Tall Rob and the Too Tall Rob Live. He has two channels, Too Tall Rob Live and Too Tall Rob.
And he put up some good content when he went to that 4th of July celebrations.
Oh yeah, that was fun watching him jamming out at that bar. They were jamming. He was out there jamming. Plus, he's got a video out there. He does twerking. And if you ever seen a 9-foot tall guy twerking, well, he's not quite that tall, but he's close.
Yeah, he said get the kids out the room for that one because he is.
That was some funny shit that day. They dared him to go out there. Fucking
Rob
squared.
Come on now. He's a nice
big old
guy.
tall guy.
He's funny.
He got a cane. He out there twerking with a cane, thinking he's going to pull his back out. I'm thinking, call the ambulance. Too tall, going to hurt himself. That's good times. See, I like stuff like that. I'm more into the fun things, I guess, now.
Sam said that was the good old days when we used to meet on the stars. She met some with me. And I would tell Sam, I said, we just act like they ain't nobody different, because they ain't nobody different. They're just people. I think that's one reason I had such good luck meeting them, because I would just act like they wasn't nothing. Not that they wasn't nothing, but that they're just a regular person. I'd be friendly to them, but I wouldn't be like, oh my God, crazy of them, because they're just people.
Oh, Ashley, thanks, Ashley. Well, we used to follow the bands before they got famous. Bands like the Butthole Surfers. You ever heard of them? They used to be out down there in Tampa, and they used to have a lot of bar shows, and it got wild. I mean, it was like right after the punk rock stuff, but it was kind of punk rock, I guess. I don't know, but it was just a new band that had a big crowd. And we went, once they got famous, we stopped caring about them. We like going
when they were small.
Yeah, that's the time.
That's when it's fun. Yeah.
I mean, we've been to Deadhead concerts and all that.
Right. My husband went, he grew up in the 70s, and he grew up in Cleveland, Ohio. So his friend, he knew the Eagles when they were, a lot of these people would come play local. And John Walsh sold his guitar to one of my husband's good friends years ago. He sold it for like $10,000 a few years back, but he paid $200. He had sold it. He paid $250 for it years ago, and he had the canceled check from John Walsh. But yeah, he met a bunch of people too, and his sister's boyfriend was a DJ, so that got him into a lot of concerts and stuff too. Plus, a lot of these people were just these big 70 bands were just they were playing in local bars back then, and even when they got bigger, he would go. He went and see them too.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the local bar. Well, when we lived in Central Florida, you can be anywhere real quick. So we traveled a lot to go different concerts.
We've had some fun in Orlando too, haven't we, Sam?
We had a broken guitar of the Butthole Surfers, and then we went and seen them again and got them to sign it after they kind of got famous. They let us in the back there, and then we used to pass it around between us friends. Like one person would keep it for a while, and then eventually I lost track of the guitar piece and the friend, actually, but I don't think they're alive anymore. I don't know what happened to the piece of guitar, but it was pretty cool. You know what I mean? Because we got that before they were famous, that big old piece of broken guitar that they smashed on the stage and shit. And then years later, we got them all to sign it, which made it even more special. So wherever it is, I'm sure it's somebody's happy with it,
Right. That's some of the funnest times, though, is when people are getting famous. And I like people that get famous and don't forget their friends that were there for them.
Yeah. Accountability. Hello. Yeah, the storm missed us. It blew my back porch roof off, but other than that, we're all safe up here in North Florida. I was in the eye of the storm. It was crazy because DC Accuracy, he calls me. He says, "You got power?" I said, "Yeah, I got power. I'm standing here looking out the front door." I said, "The sun's out." And I could hear in his phone shit going bang, bang. He said, "I got trees falling down and fucking roofs flying off and shit." I said,
"Oh no."
I was in the eye of the storm where it came directly over my house. It was cool. It missed me completely, except for my back roof. As it went by, it blew my roof off on its way out. But we were lucky, because you imagine if a 4, I would have left. There's no way I'm staying for another hurricane. Don't do it. I'm telling you. Hurricane's coming towards you. Get the hell out of there.
I don't know. I evacuated one time, and it was a horrible experience.
Oh, it always is, but it's worse being caught in the storm.
Well, one reason it's so horrible is because Sam let somebody come with us that she shouldn't have, and she let that person talk us into getting off the expressway, like way too soon. She knows it's true. I'm not being mean. I'm just telling the truth.
Bad Sam.
Trust me, she regretted it too, especially when he tried to feed us lunch meat. Okay, but anyway, that's a different story. But anyway, I don't know. So it was a horrible experience. I don't know, and then when you do leave, it seems like it don't happen, and then I don't know, and I stay here the last few. I mean, they didn't really hit like that here. We had a lot of rain and stuff. That was it. We were very fortunate. Thank God.
We got hit 5 times in 1 year. back to back. As soon as the power came on, we'd get hit by another one. And I was like, this is after the last one, the fifth one. Well, I said it every time. I'm not staying for another one, but we didn't even have time to get out and another one hit, basically. And it was like a domino effect.
DC Accuracy is super. Him and his good wife are good people. Drop his link if anybody's in mind. If they don't mind.
Did you see the one video he had up recently?
I think I did see that one. I hope so. Jesus.
Gainesville. It was in Gainesville. For those who didn't see it, it was in Gainesville, and he was talking to this young black officer about what he had in his car. And the officer was super polite and friendly. And then this older white officer from across the street started screaming at DC about, get away from that car. And he comes walking over there like a charging bull. I don't even think he's seen the officer in the car. The officer was talking to DC. They was having a good conversation. He was showing him all the stuff he had, his reflective gloves. He's standing out there so they can see him. And he was having a good conversation with DC Accuracy. DC's like, you think I should put it up? I'm like, hell yeah, put it up. You know what I mean? Because that guy that come over there acting like an asshole, we need to get his face and his badge number him all over the damn internet to show what kind of tyrant he is. Because DC was having a good conversation with that guy. And you can look at it on the opposite side of the scale and say, well, what if DC was setting this officer up? Well, that means you're not allowed to be friendly with the police.
No, we need to
see what I'm saying. You can't look at it both sides. You have to say, well,
if they want to act human, we've got to let them, give them at least a chance to act human. I mean, if not, how can we be better than them?
Hey,
if we look at them as us against them, even though they've done that to us, we've got to step up and be one step better. And if they want to talk, let's talk, but let's be cautious. Let's guard ourselves. Let them do most of the talking, but let's have some conversations with them. Yeah, I agree.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you go up there and make a good video, nobody's going to watch it. There's no money in it. There's no views. If you go up there and make a video,
so boring because I'm
if
so
you
nice.
Go up there, but I'm saying if you go up there and make a video where there's like with me, if I cuss and raise hell, I get 20, 30,000 views. If I go up there and say, how you doing, sir? And he's like, how you doing there? And they use my name to put me on Blast Street. And I know they're disrespecting me doing it, but I let them do it. I'm not hiding who I am. So, nobody watches that video, you know what I mean? When they're cool, but that's what we're trying to do. Aren't we trying to bridge this to where we can walk up to them, or are we trying to just make cuss them out videos to make money? I'm a little bit confused at this point in the game of the activist world, because of a lot of things that I've been looking and seeing and understanding and realizing that it isn't what they want. The people don't want, or do the activists not want, or is it just about the money, or is it actually about the changing of the way it is? Because if we change it, there's going to be no money in it, and then everybody's going to stop doing it. I'm confused, Amy. You see what I've been saying? I've been talking to you on this, and it's a question mark for everybody to ask this question, not just me.
PDF is sad, and it's confusing, and it's those of us that have our heart in the right place, we take this seriously. It means a lot to us.
Yeah.
And, and then
you got to do some soul searching at some point in time. You're going to look into the mirror and say, wait a minute, what the hell? What is really going on here?
You have to make sure what you're doing is what you believe in, and you have to make sure that the people you're trusting are really doing what you believe in, and you have to go places you don't want to go, and unfortunately, and lurk places you don't necessarily want to lurk, and see that some people you think are your friends really are not. Okay. And so it's sad, and but it's part of life, unfortunately. But I know I always felt like my content, I felt like I was so nice, is why I didn't get a lot of views and stuff. And why my channel, I mean, I have no problem with the way my channel is growing. I'm happy with it. But I thought that's why people don't watch my videos.
Becky wants to come up.
Boring, because a lot of them, there's not really much drama because I'm polite, unless somebody's not polite to me. But then the few times when I do run into some shit and have to stand up for myself and do get a little defensive and maybe I do get a little upset. Hold on, my headphones are all twisted.
Becky wants to
Then
link.
people say I'm too emotional. You know, oh my God, I can't control my emotions. You know, so but guess what? I'm me. I can only be me. So whatever I put out is what
Can your
happens.
emotions be labeled a passion?
They should
Is
be,
there
because
anything?
you
Hey,
know,
Becky wants a link to come up. Becky wants a
okay.
link.
I don't usually get mad unless somebody tells me what to do. It takes a lot to make me mad generally. I'm one of the
Well, so what? You're emotional. I'm saying if you are emotional
I don't
and that
think
is
I
a
am.
passion. Okay, but if you are, everybody's emotional. We all have ups and downs throughout the day. Nobody runs a flat line. But if you are, let's just say, for instance, you are emotional and that is a passion that creates the emotion. What is so wrong with that? Why would they say, oh, you shouldn't do it because you shouldn't do it because you're passionate about it? Is that what they're saying?
I guess not.
You see what I mean? You can't.
I understand.
Words are just. I always say words are my weapon. Words
are my weapon. That's why I just don't worry about it. You know.
No, I think you do a great job. I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm afraid for you. I'm terrified what they can do and get away with. And I don't want to. I would rather you just make beautiful videos of Florida, the beaches, sunsets, alligators, and be safe. Same with Amy. I would rather y'all not do it. I'm so proud of you, and we need you people like you, friends, and people exactly like you guys to do it. But I'm so afraid for y'all. I'm afraid for me. I mean, look what the hell happens to me all the time. But for y'all especially, I'm old. You know what I mean? They've already done everything they do to me, but bury me.
Hey, Becky.
Listen. Hi. I wanted to talk about a couple of things because my phone is like running really low. I gotta charge it. But I just ate, so I'm smoking my cigarette outside on the porch. Anyways, there is an auditor that I actually unsubscribed over a year and a half ago, and I used to mod his channel, and I also was the administrator for his Facebook group on Facebook. Anyways, this is what he said to me, which really, really pissed me off. I realized, and plus he was a liar, big time. Said he never asked for money, never asked for donations. He was a liar. When he first started, he started off really humble and really simple. And then he turned around and got extremely cocky because he was making so much money. This is what he said to me. He showed me, we were on Messenger, right? He showed me his check. His check was I think it was $20,000 or $30,000 for the month. This is verbatim what he said to me, which really went up my ass sideways. When he said, what the whole issue was, I called him out on lies. I called him out because when he did live streams and we were managing over 500 people, 1,000, 1,200, 1,500 people, he never acknowledged his mods, not while I was on the stream. So in any case, he tells me this. He says, I don't give a fuck about my subs. I don't give a fuck about the community. I don't give a fuck about nobody but my money. That's what he said. And some of you may figure who this person out, but I'd rather not say any names because the backlash is going to be real.
Don't say.
Yeah, that's don't even have to say the name, and that's how it goes with a lot of different people out there are that way, and that's why I hate when everybody groups us in with that type of person. If there's one or 100, it don't matter.
They put everybody under the same umbrella, which is like the pit bulls, same shit. All pit bulls are not aggressive, but they throw them under the same stigma, under the same umbrella of all them being aggressive, and that's not fucking true. Look at Gotti. Gotti's an amazing dog. He got PTSD, but is that his fault? No. He got attacked by unleashed dogs, and I fought just like he fought. You know what I'm saying? But he suffered. You know. Well, getting back to the community. There's a lot of people that are in it to win it. You know what I'm saying? They're in there for a paycheck. And then you have those that are really doing it for the passion of the love to fight for our freedoms. So civil liberties. So this is why I needed to say this, because it's factual and PDF is right. people are out there, and if you're not a big name like them, they don't even want you around. They want people
Right.
that are already well established in the community, that are making all these views and all these they're doing well, that are fluent, and and I think that's unfair because smaller channels need a fucking break. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's why I
They need a
share
break
all the
because
channels. That's why I share, Becky. I share all the smaller channels. That's why I was talking about today, Piggy Man Audits. The man's laying in a hospital bed, literally fucking dying, and he's filing for records for us. And he wasn't even there. And he's given us phone records to prove that Charlotte County's breaking the law. He's given us body cam. He's doing all this work. He has 500 subscribers. We need to promote.
I'm gonna sub to him. It's called Piggy Man.
Piggy Man Audits.
Piggy Man. I'm sorry.
Piggy Man Audits. I think if I leave, I'd have to drop out the panel. My phone.
No, don't do that. It's okay. But I mean,
I just want to say, if we all promote these guys that are doing the after work, the follow up work. I mean, it's easy to go make the video, but follow up. Well, there's no money on the follow up. Probably. I don't know. I made it. Actually, I did really well last month, but I did that because of a super chat that someone put on me that just shocked me. It was $100 super chat. I was like, fell out of the chair. That's why I was over.
I'm sorry.
It's just say I want to promote these guys. I want us to all as a group in Florida. I'm begging everybody to help promote these guys that are doing these follow ups. Like Piggy Man. Piggy Man is not healthy. I mean, and he's doing this. We're healthy. We're out making the videos, but he's following up on us and giving us this information. And nobody knew it because he only has 500 subscribers. So I'm desperate to promote him and the video that he put up.
This is what you do. Excuse me. PDF, when you, after the stream is over, send me the link and I will put it on my community page.
I'll go find it right now. I'll be back. Okay. If I fall out, I can come back up, but let me go find it right now because this is important. Okay. I'll be right back. It might let me stay on the channel. But.
Okay.
And I wanted to touch on another subject. When people are criticizing Amy for being emotional and she can't control her emotions, but the thing is, no one understands the tyranny. Like when you're facing a fucking cop, you don't know what's gonna happen to you. You don't know what their next move is. You already know they have ulterior motives. They're gonna try to fine or pin you or hem you up with something, and you don't know which direction it's gonna go. Like when I wasn't even doing an audit, I wasn't even doing a cop watch when I got tackled to the ground, but I pulled out my camera immediately and I thought I was recording the whole time, but I didn't until he crossed the street. And when he my knees were quaking. I was so fucking scared. I said, he's in an all black neighborhood. My knees were quaking. I was so fucking scared. I said,
sorry.
Echoing.
Sorry, that was me. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I honestly thought, Amy, I thought that guy, that cop was gonna shoot me in the fucking head. I thought he was gonna tase me to oblivion. I had no idea, and I did not resist. He tackled me, and I put my hands immediately behind my back so he could handcuff me. And while I was in handcuffs, he was hurting me. He was kneeing my back. He was putting both of his knees on my back. Now, the thing is like no one knows how bad that could have ended up. Nope. I was fortunate and lucky to still be here talking about this because I lived to tell the story. Anything could have happened to me. Right. It was horrible. I was fucking scared. And Gotti, I was waiting to go back home to Gotti. And I got arrested and was locked up for 11 hours.
And nobody can say what they would do in any given situation. I can't
say
what I would do tomorrow. I can't say what if I could redo that something I did in the past. I don't know if I would do it differently or if I do it the same. I don't know. Who knows? Every
encounter with the police will be different each time. It's not emotions. It's not even though you still have that passion to record the police, every encounter is going to be different. You know what I'm saying? And no one, you can't just, some people can stand there and rationalize within themselves and say, well, maybe I should just, let me try this approach while they're standing there dealing with the police. Some people with mental disorders like myself, I can't I can't take the time to hear my own voice of second reasoning. I can't because my brain won't allow me to do that. Why? Because I have ADHD, I have mental disorders, and it's really hard for me to control myself like in a
Okay.
snap. I can't just say, well, let me chill out. Sometimes I have to sit back and think about it, but by that time, anything can happen to me. You know what I'm saying? Either way, it can go good, it can go bad with it, especially when you're dealing with the fucking pigs.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
No, it was somebody asked who this was. This was not other auditors. This is trolls mainly saying this. And it only happens when I like the night in front of that bar when I wasn't even auditing. I was just walking down the road, and by the time the police got there, somebody had done stepped on my brand new shoes. Somebody had done blew smoke in Amanda's face on purpose, and even said he did it on purpose. I couldn't believe he did it on purpose, but he admitted on camera, yeah, I blew smoke in her face on purpose. So after people do you like that, yeah, you're gonna get a little upset. I mean, nobody wants to be treated like shit, and then the cops come and treat you like shit on top of it. Yeah, anybody's gonna
That's
get upset.
natural. That's natural because to me, I deal with people accordingly. If I feel like I was disrespected, that's gonna set me off. It really
Me
is.
too.
Like the other day, I did a live stream because I felt like I was brushed off and disrespected. So, but I did an apology video because then I found out more of the facts. What really transpired, what really went down.
Yeah,
But I
because
was
you
woman enough
move too
to
fast
make a mistake,
sometimes.
and I fucking I lost my mind, and I do got a bad temper. I'm a nice person, and I like to be happy all the time. But if a cop disrespects me, it's gonna trigger me. It's gonna get me upset, and I'm gonna react. If he disrespects me, you gotta earn respect to get respect. And if you being disrespectful, how do they expect us to feel? You could be nice to a cop, you could be cordial, and still get arrested, and still get hemmed up on charges that don't even exist. I call them Mickey Mouse charges.
Right. And just like
you could be an asshole and get away with it. You could be an asshole and still get arrested. It doesn't. It doesn't matter.
I tried to be polite, unless somebody's rude to me, and then I feel like I had the right to be rude back at that point, and I want to apologize for that.
Like for instance, every auditor has their own way of conducting themselves and their audits when they're out there. Okay, and let me tell you something. When you're out there doing an audit, you think that I'm not sitting here sweating? I wish I could jump through the fucking screen and join you, because I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
And oftentimes, even with Acura, I get worried about her too, because she's so little, and she knows how to speak. She speaks well, and she knows how to handle her stuff. But it doesn't matter how it can go. That's the whole point. People don't understand whether you polite or whether you come back with words with them. It can go the way they choose for it to go. Doesn't matter how nice you are, no matter how cordial you are. If a cop wants to fucking arrest you because they need to meet that quota, they're gonna do it.
Right. And
they're gonna do it.
So
you know what I'm saying?
Quick to think on her feet and stuff, and she's well spoken. And then when I get upset, I get all tongue twisted. I can't pronounce my words correctly.
I'm the same way, Amy. I'm the same way, and it's because when I was little, a lot of people don't know this about me. I still do, but not as bad as it was when I was a child. I had to go through speech therapy because I used to stutter. I was traumatized by my father's death, and I became very sheltered and isolated, and I was stuttering. I had to take speech courses and stuff like that. And I was in special, I had a developmental issue. Like I had to take different classes from everybody else. And it's because of my disabilities. You know what I'm saying? I have mental disabilities. And a lot of these cops don't know how to deal with people that have mental disorders.
No, they don't.
Or they're mentally challenged, or they have autism, or they're schizophrenic, or bipolar. Cops need to go through more training for people that have these disorders, because they treat them like everybody else, and they're not.
No.
But I'm not gonna put me and you in this equation, but I'm gonna put myself in this equation. If I flare up that quick because I'm being disrespected, people are gonna say, "Oh, she has an anger management issue." Maybe I fucking do, but the whole point is, it doesn't make me a bad person. It's just that I can't I grew up way different from a lot of people. I'm from the South Bronx. I had seen and know a lot, you know,
There
and
goes the
these
answer to
cops
your
don't know how to
question,
deal with
Caitlin.
people with mental disorders. Period.
Say that one more time. Where are you from, Becky?
South Bronx.
Thank you. Because somebody was asking where you're from. I know you were from New York, but I didn't want to answer it for
Yeah,
you. But
yeah,
since you
I'm from the South
answered it,
Bronx.
so you answered
Hmm.
it for me. I didn't have to ask what she asked already. Anyway, but I tell you what, I think I'm fixing to end this, Becky. I'm getting tired. I'm gonna see if I can lay back down for a minute. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'll try. And we
Can you
got
hear the
this
rain?
link.
It's pouring out this bitch.
It's pouring here too. Yeah.
Pouring, pouring, pouring.
Always. I appreciate all you guys being here. I really do. I've really enjoyed this, and I hope it sounded better than usual. I hope so. And let's definitely go look for that guy's link and support him. I didn't know about him, but I do know there's a lot of people that do things behind the scenes because I'm one of those people. Becky's one of those people. Um, and just because I video don't mean I don't do behind the scenes shit too. So everybody's important. We need everybody's help. You know, there's
It's
things
true.
everybody can do. You don't have to go video. There's things everybody can do, and we appreciate everybody's help. Even modding is a great help. You guys just don't know how much of a help it is. We really appreciate you guys. All right, thanks. Thank you, Becky, for joining me.
Amy, before you leave, I want to say one more thing.
Go ahead, sweetheart.
I'm not against anyone like or the auditors because they're out there. It's a lot of hard work, the editing, and just being out there facing the front line with these tyrants. That's a lot of work. And so if they get donations and Snapchats or Cash Apps, I don't care about all that. I'm talking about someone that deliberately went into the type of platform just to make the dollar. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about anyone working and really being passionate about our civil liberties.
I agree with you.
I'm well and fine with the donations and shit like that because they deserve it.
Yes,
gas, money, food, lodging.
It's hard work.
Lawyer fees.
But those that are just doing it for money, that's different. We agree on that. I think everybody agrees with it. Us in here, that's in here right now. I know there's some real activists, and the real activists are trying to make some real change, and we're doing it for the right reasons. Thank you all. Right. Thank you so much. All right.
Thank you guys. Love you all. Amy, love you too.
I love you, Becky. Bye.
Bye, honey.